I'm Jason R. Jones. I am a graphic artist. That's what I went to school for. Later went and did my master's in design and media management to become an art director. And I'm slowly approaching those goals. Before that, I dabbled in fashion design. That's sort of what pushed the envelope for art. I did a lot of merchandise for artists that went on tours, different rappers and things. I started working with a pioneer black skateboarder, Stevie Williams. He was the first black skateboarder on Tony Hawk. He kind of gave me my first, taste of merchandise where I actually believed, oh, I can do this. And then it kind of morphed into my name, getting thrown in the arena for those type contracts and gigs. And so once I realized, that fashion is essentially graphic design from the way I'm doing it, then I figured that I could penetrate the art world. It was a big if, but you dream big and you hope, that one day these things will start to come to fruition, which they are. Upon moving to Miami, one of the first jobs I had was a tourator, which is a mix between a curator and a tour guide in the art world. Now, this particular job was my funnest job ever. It didn't pay nothing, but the experience was amazing. It was real interesting because during that time, I was back in school doing my master's. I was a work from home dad because of graphic design. And my kids were very little, so they were tugging on me to feed them lunch and all that. I had to really focus, which I did, and really excelled in my master's program. I think it was a different maturity level for me. Coming straight out of high school, I did go to Georgia State, but dropped out just to work and do certain things. And eventually went back to school and got my bachelor's in fine arts, and then later on, like I said, got my master's in design and media management, which really gave me the courage, I would say, and the belief that I could go out here and actually pursue my career. I've always had a compassion for working with kids. I grew up in a big family. I have 4 sisters, one brother, older brother. So we were kind of, the older boys, and we helped, raise my younger sisters. And at an early age, I realized the importance of family and, having friends who have, or single kids, their imagination sometimes, wasn't the same as mine because, in a household where you have a lot of people, you have a lot of creativity, you have a lot of noise, you have a lot of things. So I think that really influenced, my compassion towards kids, and it later transferred into programming and working with youth as a career. One of the things that I think in fatherhood that pushes me the most is my kids' art careers. A lot of this is not about me. A lot of this is me realizing way ahead of time that I have some very talented children and they just need to be pushed. With my kids, I have 2 daughters and a son. I noticed their art capacity at a young age, just giving them crayons and stuff like that. But it wasn't the same. I've been in art classes, I've taught kids, and I have a keen eye to recognize talent. And right off the rip, I knew my son was very good at abstract art. I knew my oldest daughter was very good at portraits, as well as my second daughter. The second daughter is the one who's very talented. Her work has appeared in a few of my exhibits. Watching them grow up, we had a real close connection. And as they got older, they're all artists. So that is probably, something that rubbed off, and I feel like I was a part of that. And I'm really trying to bottleneck my career to, sort of give them the catapult for their career. So that's kind of, what I'm doing secretly behind the scenes. I think that, we have some tough issues to face in our community. There's a lot of single parents. There's a need for black males to take a presence in their kids' life. I have been in my kids' life from day one, so I can only speak for myself. It wasn't easy. There's times when my son has come to live with me in Atlanta, me and his mom co-parent. But through all of that, I think that we understood the fabric of our family is important. No matter whether you're together in a household or you're co-parenting, I think that, understanding the fabric of your family and how pivotal those roles are, mom and dad, they look to us for their lifeline. They look for us to figure all those answers out that they can't figure out, and the things that they don't want to worry about that is too big in the real world. It's up to us to batter through that and figure it out and, make their lives a little bit easier.